Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Kansas City. Alongside my broadcast partner, Eric Bergrud, we are live inside T-Mobile Center, where the Kansas City Comets at 7-1 will host the Tacoma Stars, who check in with a record of 2-3. Howdy, partner. It's been about a month since I've seen you.
It's been a long time. It's great to see you. It's great to be here. I even dressed the part. I've got my magenta tie.
I can tell.
See?
Company man through and through.
That's
no
exactly
doubt about
right.
it. Well, the Comets have been on the road, as you know, Eric, for a while. They're coming home finally, playing some home games. Meanwhile, Tacoma, they've been playing all their games at home. So let's talk about the Stars here. And we've got a friend who's coming back in the Tacoma Stars, the goalkeeper for them. Tell us about Danny.
So Danny Waltman wears number 24. A lot of records, both in Kansas City as well as Tacoma. Last year, 1 year ago tonight, his Tacoma Stars came to Cable Dahmer Arena and beat the Comets here. You know he loves playing in Kansas City, and he's ready to be on the big stage tonight. Yeah,
no doubt about it. And let's not forget about him. He had some great games. Both games in Kansas City were really good for Danny. Now for the Comets, you know, I think we're running out of words to describe Leo Gibson. Legend, the great Leo. I mean, I've used other kinds of superlatives to explain Leo. I don't know. He just keeps getting better, Eric.
Well, and he wasn't planning on playing all year, and look at him. He's been battling for the scoring title already. He lost the race to 400. Congratulations to Frank Tayu, the King, who topped 400 all-time points at MASL last night. But he has a record he's chasing here in Kansas City to become the all-time Kansas City indoor soccer leading goal scorer, just 9 goals behind Wild West Wade.
Yeah, remarkable career. And we'll be watching Danny and the rest of both teams. You know, Tacoma comes in. They've been sort of tough for the Comets. And these two teams are high scoring, but I'm wondering if we might see a defensive battle here on the floor tonight. What do you think, Eric?
No.
No? Okay. Simple answer. Got it. All right. We'll continue our pregame show. It's the Comets and the Stars here live from T-Mobile Center. We'll be right back.
Domino's, we're delivery experts. So when it comes to carry-out, our team members had a few thoughts on how to make it even safer and more convenient.
Deliver it. Deliver it.
Deliver it. Frisbee it.
So we went with what we do best. Delivery to your car. Introducing Domino's Carside Delivery.
Yep, works perfect.
We do the carrying out for you, contact-free, while you conveniently stay in your car.
Thank you.
Just pull up at the store, check in online, and we bring your food to you. Try Domino's Carside Delivery next time you carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
Hail, alma mater, we sing to thee. Thy name forever a guiding light shall be.
Strong as an oak tree, thy name shall never fail.
To thee, alma mater.
Hail, Park Hail. We are. We are. We are.
We are.
In KC, unbelievable things happen every day.
Unbelievable.
That's why Community America does unbelievable things, like share our profits with our members and invest millions into our community. Because when you believe in unbelievable things happen. Join us at communityamerica.com.
Now I break through to show to you that I'm more good than I am bad. I work it out, I work it out. And I'll be somewhere that you need me, and I'll be holding my breath, waiting for you to show.
Hey, Comets fans! Have you tried Sport Shake yet?
It's delicious.
It's delicious, right?
Yeah.
What flavor you got?
I got strawberries, man.
Oh, man. And I got cappuccino. I love cappuccino.
Look, the good thing about it has protein and electrolytes.
Ooh.
Oh, and calcium.
It has calcium too.
Oh,
well,
man.
you gotta keep us tough. You gotta keep us strong.
It's seriously delicious. Go to spokeshake.com right now. Use promo code Comets and get $3 off your next order.
So what are you waiting for? Go now and make your order. Go Comets.
In KC, unbelievable things happen every day.
Unbelievable.
That's why Community America does unbelievable things, like share our profits with our members and invest millions into our community. Because when you believe in unbelievable, unbelievable things happen. Join us at communityamerica.com.
I was a little scared coming in here. I didn't know what to expect, didn't know what the team was going to look like. But then, as I said again, as I came in here Monday, I was like, wow, this is going to be a really good squad. But I knew the European teams, they love football. Football is their culture. Football is everything to them. So I knew they were going to be good. They were going to be great on the ball. And I knew it was going to be a tough, hard tournament. So that was good coming into here.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5-cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
And a live look from T-Mobile Center, Eric Bergerud, Nick Vassos, and our Comets broadcast crew here in downtown Kansas City, Missouri. The introductions have been made. The blue turf is down. We are awaiting our national anthem. People are rising towards their feet. We will certainly pause for our national anthem. And here is public address announcer Nate Herron.
Comets fans, the Comets family has lost one of its original star players, Mark Fredrickson, after a long battle with brain cancer. Fredrickson manned the Comets midfield from 1981 to 1985 and was an instant fan favorite. After his time with the Comets, Fredrickson went on to star with the St. Louis Steamers and the St. Louis Storm. Please join us as we take a moment of silence to honor former Comet Mark Fredrickson. Thank you. Please remain standing, remove your caps, and direct your attention to the American flag as the Lee's Summit West High School Chamber Choir performs our national anthem.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say
our national anthem here live at T-Mobile Center. The 7-1 Comets are hosting the 2-3 Tacoma Stars. Kansas City with a plus 22 differential. Tacoma comes in plus 7. This is the first road game for the Tacoma Stars, and this will be just the third home game for the Kansas City Comets, who lead the Central Division with 21 points so far this season. Tacoma coming in third in the Pacific Division with a record of 2-3. So, fans, you might notice here on the carpet, first of all, on the carpet out there is Commissioner Keith Tozer, President of Communications and Media, J.P. Della Camera. And I believe that's Werner out there in the middle, isn't it?
I don't know who that is.
I am not sure who that is. That's the first kick.
There we go.
We can definitely tell JP and Mr. Tozer. We're going to talk about all of the happenings at the United Soccer Coaches Convention here in downtown Kansas City. It was a great event for the Major Arena Soccer League and for the Kansas City Comets, and believe that the league got a lot of traction in attending and spreading the word about the highest level of professional indoor soccer in the world.
For sure. A mix of emotions here. There's been craziness in downtown Kansas City. People with soccer gear walking up and down all week. Has been fantastic. Started with a moment of silence for an original Comet, Mark Fredrickson. Not only a great player, a great guy. 153 games played here in Kansas City, scored 38 goals, and to a T, his teammates paid respect to him as just a stand-up individual, so he'll definitely be missed. But you get the sad with the glad, and to see fans here in downtown Kansas City, the excitement's palpable. We went down on the field. I can't even explain how it feels to be back playing in downtown Kansas City. And for the fans here, particularly the younger fans, maybe one day there'll be a player. Maybe one day there'll be an announcer. You never know where life is going to take you. But as somebody who started watching indoor soccer as a teenager, bought his own season tickets as a teenager, to be back here in downtown Kansas City, I can't explain how cool this is tonight, Nick Vassos.
We walked by goalkeeper Danny Waltman on our way up here to our broadcast position, and we didn't ask him anything. He just came out voluntarily. He says, man, the energy in this building is amazing. He goes, I want to play here every game.
That's right. The vibe is palpable. It's going to be a great night. These two teams match up really well. And as you said, last year, Danny Waltman, 2 great games, All-Star game, stood on his head. And then they came. This was the magic question. Who's going to be the hero, Nick Vassos? It was Corey Keats. And Corey Keats is dressed up tonight for the Stars.
So we are underway here live from T-Mobile Center, and you may notice a different color in the carpet out there. Well, the Comets had to spin the logo in the opposite direction in which they normally have it at Cable Dahmer Arena, and so there's grain out there in that carpet, and so the grain is the difference in color that you see out there. It doesn't. There's no difference in the playing surface as Lucas Sousa finds Rion Marquez. Marquez shoots, and the Comets are on the board early. Rookie of the Year to the runner-up Rookie of the Year, Rion Marquez, 1-0 Kansas City.
Rub your hands, Rion Marquez and Lucas Sousa. They just play well together. You can tell they have chemistry. Giveaway by Tacoma. And Lucas Sousa looks, decides, Rion Marquez, he's going to take a touch, made Waltman go down and commit, slotted it with his left foot. Rion Marquez has been insanely good this year, Nick.
Yeah, he is got 10 points in 5 games. Well, that's number 11 in 6 there, and that is, for Rion, that is his 8th goal on the season. And for Lucas Sousa, that is assist number 1 on the year for Lucas Sousa. 1-0 Kansas City.
Speaking of guys playing really well, Christian Andreas, watch number 31. He has an engine that will not quit, and he will chase players and chase the ball all over the field, as you will see it right here.
Absolutely. Tacoma into the corner for Vinny Dantas. Dantas up top. That one played there for Adrian Correa, broken up. Comets and Stars thought about some changes. Kevin Ellis comes out with the ball. Kevin still going forward. Cuts it back over to Matt Lewis, who is back from a one-game suspension because of a red card in St. Louis.
But we won't talk about that one.
No, we won't. Sosa, Sandovari looking for Gibson. And Waltman goes above Gibson and falls down on Leo. Both Leo is smiling. Couple of old teammates there. Danny Waltman, so loved here in KC.
Fan favorite whenever he played, and every time he's come back, big applause. Remembering him as just genuinely, not only a great player, but genuinely a decent human being.
Of course, won that championship in 13-14 with the Comets. That was another special team. Comets think they have something going right now. Here's Ray Lee. Forward into the corner to Leo. Gibson bangs it off the boards. Didn't come off like he wanted to. Waltman's got it and distributes out to Nick Pereira. Nick Pereira no longer the coach. Comets take it back. Here's Sosa on the wing to Leo. Leo turns and faces. Now bangs it off the boards looking for Sosa and the Wallace Scora. Stars come out with it. And here comes Tacoma down the right side. It's Caceres. Correction, now we've got a foul. That's not Caceres, that's Ty Hall.
And the ball just went a little too far forward. It's like when they talk about your touch, he had a head full of steam up the field. Unfortunate for him. You were talking about coaches. There is a new coach now for the Tacoma Stars. Adam Becker, who had been coaching the reserve team, moved up. He brings a lot of experience, and he's won titles in the PASL, both as a coach and as a player. So a lot of experience, and he's coached a lot of the young guys too. So there's a lot of understanding with the team he has on the field.
Pereira over to Chase Hansen. Now it comes near side for Correa. Now Pereira again, just outside the Comets' yellow line. This back to DeBray Holloman. He's a legacy player. The son of LeBaron Holloman, former Comet, former wing. Comets once again. They steal it away. Here comes Lucas Sousa right down Main Street. Shoots just wide.
Just enough nudge to get him off track, but another good opportunity for Lucas Sousa there.
Lucas looked at one of our referees, Shane Butler, as if, hey, do you think he had enough of my jersey there? Shane Butler, nope. Clearly no. By the way, our officials tonight, Rich Grady and Shane Butler. We've got a great crew tonight.
They were busy this week. There were referee sessions at the United Soccer Coaches Convention. I have stories about that too. I did attend one of the referee sessions.
I saw that. Can't wait to hear what you learned. In the corner is Eddie Na. He shoves Rion Marquez down to the ground. Everybody's still trying to dig it out of the boards, and it pops off there to Caceres. Alex Caceres from Colombia into Eddie Na. Now driven off the glass. Neto has got it. Neto was shaken up a little bit a couple of minutes ago, but he's okay. Neto is 7-1, and he has a 4.9 goals against average and a pretty nice save percentage, a 73% save percentage. Neto having a very nice year so far, 7-1, so almost halfway through the season.
Talked with him the other day, and I asked him, why aren't teams pressing you? And right away, they started pressing him. So somebody must have been listening to that conversation.
Here's Nacho. Well, the Comets have had the better run of it here early on. We have 10:20 left to play in the first. 1-0 Kansas City on a goal by Rion Marquez. Nacho Flores on back to Sosa. You know, John Sosa and Leo Gibson are the only two players that remember the last time the Comets played here at T-Mobile Center 10 years ago, and that was against the Wichita Wings.
And John Sosa's having an amazing year offensively, not just on set pieces, but he's finding opportunities and having quite the banner statistical year already. Just wait till the Comets get a ball on a set piece. He could shoot, he could pass. You never know what he's going to do.
Stars trying to get it out of their last third, almost turned it over, but bounced right back to Tacoma. Tacoma playing their first road game of the season. Long ball into the corner, headed out of bounds by Sosa, and that's going to result in a restart at the top of the arc for Tacoma with 9:27 to play in the first.
So the Comets played up in Tacoma last week, held on to win 8-7. Tacoma looked good on set pieces, Pereira in particular. The guy is just magical with the ball on his feet. He's not afraid to shoot here. He has options. He has Dantas. He has Ramos.
And, of course, Pereira among the league leaders in scoring. Almost squeezed it through the three-man wall. Neto's got his mitts on it, and he throws long down the left side, looking for Lucia Thetsane. Rolls into Danny. He boots it forward. Pereira chests it, and then booted on forward. This one comes off to Ramos. Ramos to a shot. Ding-dong off the crossbar. That one from Caceres and then kicked out of bounds by Ty Hall. Comets are going to have it with 9:04 in the first.
We saw Ramos in last year's All-Star game. They have quality on this team. There is absolutely no doubt. Again, I think it's going to be a really good matchup tonight.
Yeah, and the Comets will have to deal with Vinny Dantas, too. He's back in their lineup. He's been out. I think this is just his third game of the season. Neto into the corner. Canali is there along with Leo Gibson. Leo gets a touch on it. Here's some help from Sandovari of the Comets. Canali, as well as Logan Jones all over there. Still battling for the ball. Ramon Palmer comes out with it. Ramon Palmer in his 7th year with the Comets. Palmer forward to Leo. Leo posting up. Lays it back to Thetsane. Trying to line up that left foot.
He's not afraid to shoot either.
Real big shot with the lefty. Here's Matt Lewis battling on the near side with DeLuna. Now it goes far side to Canali. And then left there for Logan Jones.
And Logan Jones is going to be busy on defense. Some big target players for the Comets you have to worry about too, particularly Rion Marquez.
That went off the hand of Christian Andreos, UMKC product out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Now we've got a whistle and a foul called against Kansas City.
Mirko's like, I only had one hand on his shirt. I thought it was two hands when you called something here, Mr. Grady.
I think we might be joined here by Ryan Sigich, Director of MASL Officials. He might drop by for a little bit. We'll also have a conversation with the commissioner, Keith Tozer, coming up at halftime. Here's Dantas.
Good block.
Here's Lucas Sousa swiftly through the midfield. Catches up with the ball. Off the boards. Looking for someone out front. Andreas is there. Touches it to Ellis. Ellis pinned up against the boards by Correa, and a foul called against Kansas City. And that'll go against Kevin Ellis, the Kansas City native.
Kind of wonder where their players are now, like setting up the Wallace Scora, so they know they're going to get the video highlight from the Wallace Scora Twitter account. I've just seen so many. I mean, you see a lot of goals like that, but it just seems like there have been more and more this season. Positive reinforcement.
Eddie Na had it touched away for a moment by Adam James. Now forward to Canali, but Sosa is there for the Comets. He lifts it back towards the half line. Eddie Na holds it in over to DeBray Holloman. Holloman in front of the Comets bench. Here's Eddie Na from University of Washington. Caceres now forward to Pereira. Pereira, the San Diego native, able to squirt it through a couple of defenders looking for Caceres, and then Eddie Na trying to dive in, does recover, and with just under 7, Tacoma will keep possession. Here's Pereira. Now look at the turn. Pereira again. Boy, great defense there by Kansas City, and eventually a foul called by Shane Butler on the Comets.
You think Nick Pereira came to play?
Yeah.
This is his kind of game.
Yeah.
And then you add my comment about no defense on this. All right. He's thinking, all right, boys, it's time to score. Again, he has options. Last time he shot it straight into the wall. We'll see if he decides to pass it this time.
Out wide, Caceres. Caceres deflected off a Comet player. Touched again by Caceres. Now in the middle, Ramos with the left foot. Not a lot of pace on it. Neto's got it. 1-0 Kansas City. 6.5 to play in the first. downtown Kansas City at T-Mobile Center. Here's Nacho Flores across the half line. Forward to Leo. Back to Ray Lee. Ray Lee with a bit of space. On over to Nacho. Nacho will try the right side of Ramon Palmer. Palmer marked by Ramos. And then back to the half line to Sosa. Comets working the ball around the perimeter. Nearly knocked out of bounds by Canali, and then eventually kicked in towards Waltman. Danny Waltman's got it. Waltman on the year is 2-3. He has a goals against of 6.1 and a 60% save percentage. Comets once again back on offense. Leo from the right side. Little shake and bake and almost tucked it into the lower left-hand corner. Comets will go for a couple of changes. Lewis holds the ball, fresh legs out on the floor. Lewis surveys, looks into the corner for Leo. Gibson marked by Ramos. Ramos poked it away from behind. Ball deflected towards the half line. Ty Hall and the Comets give chase. It deflects over to Lewis. Matt Lewis, we think, playing in his last game before he has to report back to outdoor duties in Detroit.
And already interesting to see how things have changed from the last game in Tacoma. Tacoma's pressing a little bit more than they did at home, and just some of the matchups are interesting too. Who's gonna mark up against Leo? Who's gonna mark up against Rion Marquez?
Canali on the right. Caceres front and center. Correa. Andreos of the Comets comes out with it. Andreos thought there might have been somebody in front of him. Nobody home. And given right back to the Stars. Here's Danny. Up to Pereira. Pereira couldn't pass it back to Waltman. Comets take over. Tetsani goes by one player. Sends it around the boards into the corner, and Waltman's got it again. Here's Canali. Alessandro Canali from Venice, California.
Fans wanted a call. Shane Butler didn't agree.
Steal by the Comets. Sousa comes on, and Lucas dancing on that Comets iconic logo. It's it over to Marquez, and then deflected to the feet of Pereira. Pereira had it knocked away from behind by the Comets. Both teams playing good defense in the midfield so far. 1-0 our score with under 4 to play in the first quarter. Out of bounds and our first timeout. Timeout on the field with 3 minutes and 38 seconds left to play in the first. Great to have you here live at T-Mobile Center. It's Kansas City 1 and Tacoma 0 on MASL TV.
I'm attorney Mike DePasquale. This is Kansas City. This is my town. I started a personal injury law firm here because I wanted to help people here. And that's what my team and I do every single day. If you're hurt in Kansas City, I've got this.
Are you ready for the sports season? The licensed clinical experts at Select Physical Therapy are. Don't let aches, pains, or an injury keep you from watching your favorite team compete or participating in your favorite activities. Trust our physical therapists to help you feel better, faster, and to get you back to the things you love. With many convenient locations throughout the community, Select is here to help you heal. To schedule an appointment today, go to selectphysicaltherapy.com. Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5-cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
And we are back live inside T-Mobile Center. Eric Bergrud, Nick Vassos, Brad Zimmerman, and our entire T-Mobile broadcast crew. Great to have you here. Last night, 8 teams in action last night. Saw San Diego winning in overtime down in Chihuahua. Pollo, 4 goals, including the game winner in overtime. The King last night eclipsed 400 points with a big win in Baltimore last night, 10-4.
How about your buddy Huff?
And then Huff, a last-second goal to go along with 3 assists, and they took care of UCFC last night at home. Wow, what a game for Huff.
And Florida keeps scoring goals, huh?
Yeah, they scored 15 against Dallas. And our old friend Kyle Williams, he chipped in with a pair of goals, too.
How about that? Everybody's getting into the action.
Yeah. Here it is 1-0, KC over Tacoma. Here's DeBray Holloman. Forward it goes to Hansen. Hansen's got the Comet defense in front of him, so back to Holloman, and now the right side for Ramos. Ramos moves to his right into the box. That was a dangerous ball, looking for Pereira. Holloman able to keep it, possession of the ball. And both Holloman and Hansen will go off. Tacoma wants to get some changes. Ramos holds it. Pereira is there, plays it back to Caceres. Pereira will go off. Dantas comes on. Correa goes off. And Canale comes on. Here's Dantas.
It looks like a little bit of adjustment for the Comets, putting Ray Lee against the big bodies out there.
Comets with another breakaway. Lucas Sousa. Oh, the ball got out in front of him. Waltman comes out and reads it perfectly to break it up.
He has 10 more years left in his career.
Unbelievable. Eddie Na, a drive, a save made by Neto. The ball dancing on top of the dasher board. Sousa trying to claim it. Canale's got it. He's double teamed up top.
Told Danny Waltman on the field, 50's the new 30, so he has 10 years to get there.
He looks good.
He does really look fit. Good. Yeah.
And he's pumped to play tonight, no doubt. Here's Ramos walking it in. Steps over it, runs right into Sosa. Ellis takes it away. Andorreos back to Sosa. Some pressure here from Tacoma, and the Comets get it across the half line. Adam James steps on it, then draws the foul. Comets will have it near the half line.
Tacoma foul number 41, Ty Law, his second of the half.
Ty Law, his second foul of the half. Sandovari looking for Matt Lewis in the corner. Lewis heads in the middle. Gibson, goal! Wow, what a play from Lewis to Gibson.
Did you see Gibson and Sandovari kind of borrowed Marquez's and Sosa's post-goal celebration? He just keeps scoring goals. And we're going to have a special announcement on the field.
Yes, we are.
Leo Gibson just made history, 200 career goals. And he's getting a game ball from Kenny Mayer. Congratulations, Coach. Fans giving him a standing O. And you have seen a little bit of history here, fans, at the T-Mobile Center.
Congratulations, Leo Gibson.
And he just knows where to be. I was on the Striking Fury podcast the other day, and I mentioned both with Leo and Ian Bennett. The longer they play, the smarter they get in terms of just being in the right place, going to where the ball's going to be.
Yep. Comets trying to get it out to a streaking Matt Lewis. Nacho on the near boards, working with DeBray Holloman. It comes off to Ramon Palmer, but first a foul called against Nacho in the Comets. 2-0 Kansas City on top of Tacoma. Comets 7-1 on the year, Tacoma 2-3.
And for the 17,238th time in the history of indoor soccer, this song is playing.
Andorreos taken down by Hall, driven off the boards. Comets will hold it in. Kevin Ellis with a drive, and that one goes back into the VIP section behind the goal there. That looks like a really fun section.
We should call a game from down there.
That would be great.
Get a little Giorgio Moroder playing. Yeah. Fantastic. it just has the feel, for those of us who grew up in a different era, it just has the feel, the buzz, the excitement here. It's just great to be here tonight.
No, we're going to have our first
2-minute penalty.
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see what he does with it, whether he was in the box or outside the box, and we'll see what Mr. Butler has to say here.
Yeah, Ray Lee
definitely
goes
dangerous play
for sure.
But watch. Oh, and they're going to say it's right outside the box. And Nick Pereira is not arguing.
Well, you know, the one thing that might have, the 7-1 record is sparkling, right? But the Comets have been averaging 10 penalty minutes a game. That's a little too much. And yet again, this blue card itis strikes again.
Well, it's been a combination of blue carditis and yellow carditis. Those yellow cards actually make the numbers a little bit higher. Oh, and here comes our favorite 80s musician, Kenny Loggins, the rap patrol, getting serious here in Kansas City.
There's a drive. Stars on the power play, and that one just wide to the left. Horn sounds. That's the end of the first quarter, so the Stars will have 1:46 on the power play when we come back for the second quarter. At the end of one, Kansas City 2, Tacoma nothing, live from T-Mobile Center on MASL TV.
Domino's, we're delivery experts. So when it comes to carry-out, our team members had a few thoughts on how to make it even safer and more convenient.
Deliver it. Deliver it.
Deliver it. Frisbee it.
So we went with what we do best. Delivery to your car. Introducing Domino's Carside Delivery.
Yep, truck's perfect.
We do the carrying out for you, contact-free, while you conveniently stay in your car.
Thank you.
Just pull up at the store, check in online, and we bring your food to you. Try Domino's Carside Delivery next time you carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
Hail, alma mater, we sing to thee. Thy name forever a guiding light shall be.
Strong as an oak tree, thy name shall never fail.
To the alma mater.
Hail, Park Hail. We are. We are. We are.
We are.
In KC, unbelievable things happen every day.
Unbelievable.
That's why Community America does unbelievable things, like share our profits with our members and invest millions into our community. Because when you believe in unbelievable things happen. Join us at communityamerica.com.
We're back here at T-Mobile Center. Nick Vassos, as usual, is talking with somebody coming out of the break. But I'm here to remind you that you're watching Kansas City Comets soccer on MASL TV. We're also simulcasting radio here, ESPN Radio here in Kansas City. Nick.
Eric, I just ran into Mark Saxby, Comets goalkeeper, and has been a member of the Comets here for the last couple of years. And Saxby, he says he just informed me that he's going to be moving out to Montana.
Really?
Probably in about a week or so. He's got a position that he's accepted out in Montana, so he's going to be moving out there, and
good for him.
We wish Mark Saxby all the best. If you know him and you follow him on Instagram, he's an outdoors kind of a guy. You know,
seems perfect for him.
It
right?
does.
Yeah,
See,
for him,
big sky country. You know, that just seems ideal.
And he
for him.
decided to play indoor soccer, huh?
I know.
That seems like odd.
And he's like reckless abandon. And when he was the kind of player that he might have needed to borrow Alan Mayer's helmet from time to time because of the way that he played.
Yep.
So,
well, good luck to him.
Absolutely. Okay, second quarter action, and the Comets begin a man down here in the second. 1:42 on the power play for the Tacoma Stars. Now, they are 57% on the power play. This is only their 8th opportunity to have a man advantage so far this year. Long drive. That's off the mark by Caceres. Comes back to Pereira. Pereira tried to get it to Ramos. And Ramon Palmer's out with it. Palmer down the right side. Palmer's still going. Palmer shoots, and Waltman makes the save.
Look at Nick Pereira tracking back on defense.
Sosa diving in there. Waltman's got it.
It's not that Nick Pereira can't play defense. Just look at it.
1 minute left in the penalty. Here's Pereira. Caceres. Ramos. Back to Caceres. Now the corner, Dantas. Boy, surrounded by a trio of red jerseys. Matt Lewis is there, gets it to Andreos. Andreos around Pereira. Andreos still going forward. Bumped from behind, no call. Andreos burns some valuable power play time from Tacoma. 26 seconds left on the advantage. Left side, Caceres down to the corner. It's Ramos. Caceres on the Comet yellow line. Now Pereira. Nick into Dantas. Back to Pereira. Here's Pereira to Caceres. Runs up on it. Shoots. That one off the near glass. It comes off to Pereira. Now Ramos again. Over to Caceres. Back to Ramos. Penalty over. Here comes Ray Lee. Comets have killed it. Here's a shot and a block there by Sosa. Great job there by Sosa and the Comets to kill off that penalty. Comets have been 45% on the year. That's their 12th kill in 21 opportunities.
It's a lot of penalties to have to kill, Nick
Yes,
Vassos.
it is. Caceres now forward to Hall. It deflects. That one on over to Jones. Back to Jones, who shoots. That one partially blocked by the Comets and then covered up by Neto. Canale was right there, but Neto able to reach back and stop it.
Canale couldn't believe it. He thought he had one. Just slow trickle. Neto got it.
Over to that was trying to get the ball to Ellis. Tacoma takes over. Tacoma setting up their offense. Jones on over to Correa. Back to Canale. 12:07 left to play in the first half. Comets lead 2-0. Goals by Marquez and Gibson. Running up on that one, Hansen. Not on target. Out to Sosa quickly. Sosa will pull it back. Comets will get a couple of fresh legs out there. Marquez comes back on. Lewis comes back on for KC. Sosa goes off. Sandovari comes back on. Tatsani to Ellis. Ellis shielding away the defender. Neto.
I know they've slowed it down here, but it looks like they want to counter tonight. They're looking for opportunities to spring players. You saw Sosa get free a couple times in the first quarter. And here comes Marquez.
Yeah, Marquez around the defender. Toe pokes it in there. Waltman saved it. Stars come out with it. Comets with some pressure. They do get the turnover. Back to Marquez. He's got Ellis on the far post. Now Marquez moves. He shoots, and Waltman makes a good chest save.
He knows how to read that game, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. Now Tatsani flicks it back for James. James will come near side for Sandovari.
Good turn.
Tatsani by one player. Ding dong off the post. He got his left foot into that one.
What did I say earlier? He's not afraid to shoot, is he?
Waltman just kissed the post, and then Ray Lee, he lines up his cannon and blasts that one into the net.
So Nick Vassos, he decided to stir things up at the symposium and talk about goalkeepers the other day.
I did.
Imagine that, us talking about goalkeepers, but the goalkeeping this season has been sensational. Our friend Uzi Tayu raves about Juan Gamboa, who did not play last night for Dallas, by the way.
Okay. Played forward by Tacoma. Neto was there, and the Comets able to avoid passing it back to Neto. Yeah, we chatted about the goalkeeper rule with Commissioner Keith Tozer. And, you know, we talked about the reaction. And he understood it.
Good ball. It's going to bounce out, but he took a little bit off so it didn't go over 3 lines. Trying to get Adam James going. It's been a while since Adam James has scored a goal.
It has been. He has just 1 assist so far this year. You know, his first year with the team, he darn near won Rookie of the Year. Here's Waltman from distance. That went up and over the glass. Neto will have it on the goalkeeper distribution, but
just trying to make sure the people in the VIP section were actually watching the game and not enjoying themselves too much. You can do both.
You can. There's a bar back there, some food. Cheerleaders are near. Tables are close to the glass. It's a good spot to be.
Foul's going to be called.
Foul called against Tacoma. That's going to go against Hansen. Nacho, slow to get up.
I've got a moment where I can share a little history, courtesy of the professor. So I said last year, one year ago tonight, Tacoma beat Kansas City. On January 21st, 1989, so 1989 last night, Comets beat Tacoma here 7-5 at the old Kemper Arena. Jan Goossens 2 goals. Kevin Hundelt, who wound up later playing in St. Louis, had 3 assists. Tacoma had 46 shots on goal, but only had 5 goals.
Wow.
So go figure. Comets beat Tacoma 7-5 this week in 1989, courtesy of the professor. And then next break, I got a 1994 story.
Comets get the turnover. Rion Marquez inside the Tacoma line. Down Nacho, who was just shaken up. Gets it back. You don't play it away from the goal. You know, I think with the soccer convention in town, the Comets playing here in downtown and having so many people from the original days of the MISL, they're really, and we're celebrating 40 years of, you know, professional indoor soccer in Kansas City. That has brought out a lot of nostalgia. Really, I mean, a lot of pride as well. This entire week and really kind of culminating here tonight at T-Mobile Center.
People telling stories of the old days. Almost scored 2.
Sousa making a bid for his first one on the night. Comets fighting in the midfield area. We've got a whistle and a foul called against head coach Leo Gibson.
About 6 guys jumped up on the Tacoma bench and said, "Hey!" And the referee heard it. There you go. Yeah, there's no doubt that was a foul. Just reinforced the urgency of it. So we've seen old players, old coaches, old referees in town. It's been fantastic.
Yeah. DeBray Holloman. Caceres to Ramos. Ramos shoots it. Blocked by Sosa. Sosa clears it. Back across the half line. Waltman comes way up to head it back towards KC's side, and then
you knew he wanted to shoot that.
Yeah,
you knew he wanted to shoot that. He's like, I'm going to give the fans something to look at. It didn't turn out the way he wanted.
8:07 to play in the first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll talk to MASL Commissioner Keith Tozer, and we'll check in with the commissioner. What has it been like since he, JP, and Shep have been brought into the office of commissioner, and what's it been like for the first 30 days? What are they working on? And what is this convention and the MASL, what does this all mean? Got
a lot of announcements, too, this week.
Yeah.
I'm sure you talked with the commissioner after I lugged that sign for you, and then I left. I'm sure you had a great conversation with the commissioner. Actually, I went to do the Striking Fury, the Ontario podcast with Philly. So,
nice.
Had a great conversation with him while you were talking with the commish.
Yeah, it was nice to see Philly. Made the trip all the way from Cali. And I happened to watch Philly's interview with Shep Messing that he did a little while ago. That was a really nice chat with Chairman Messing.
Said he enjoyed that very much.
Here's Canale. Canale still going. He shoots just wide. Boy, had a good look there. Driven back in.
Neto
and
save.
then Neto makes the save. That second shot coming in off Adam West, who's making his first appearance of the season here tonight.
So with Waltman, you're going to get the acrobatic saves. With Neto, he's so big, and he knows how to use his body, and some of the saves he makes, unreal. And you try to figure out, what do I do? Do I shoot low because he's a tall guy, but he can get down pretty quickly? And then you start overthinking where to shoot it, and then he has you where he wants him.
I thought one of the ultimate compliments paid to Nicolau Neto was made by Commissioner Tozer. He said, Neto reminds him of Nogueira. Here's a drive and a save made by Neto.
Big save from Nicolau Neto.
And Neto shaking up on the play.
We're going to get the break here, the media timeout.
Yeah, this is the under 7 break, and yep, we're going to get it. Let's take a timeout. Officials timeout on the field with 6:49 left to play in the first half. It's the Comets 2 and the Stars nothing on MASL TV.
I'm attorney Mike DePasquale. This is Kansas City. This is my town. I started a personal injury law firm here because I wanted to help people here. And that's what my team and I do every single day. If you're hurt in Kansas City, I've got this.
Are you ready for the sports season? The licensed clinical experts at Select Physical Therapy are. Don't let aches, pains, or an injury keep you from watching your favorite team compete or participating in your favorite activities. Trust our physical therapists to help you feel better, faster, and to get you back to the things you love. With many convenient locations throughout the community, Select is here to help you heal. To schedule an appointment today, go to selectphysicaltherapy.com. Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5-cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
Eric Bergerud and Nick Vassos live at T-Mobile Center. Thanks for spending part of your weekend with us here on MASL TV. There's a couple of other games going on around the league tonight. The 5-0 San Diego Sockers have remained in Mexico. They will run with Chihuahua coming up here in just a couple of minutes. That one's set to kick off. And we should get a score. Baltimore is at Harrisburg. Baltimore 4-3, Harrisburg 0-5 on the season. That game kicked off at 6 o'clock. So we'll see if we can get a score of that game. Harrisburg playing at home. Maybe they can get off the schneid.
So what Nick Vassos means is my broadcast partner has been too busy checking other things. So if somebody wants to message him the score, that would be awesome.
Eric
That's code.
Social media channels. Over the top. And when hit by Ramos, shot blocked by Adam James. Adam may not be tallying goals, but he recorded a very important block right there. It keeps the Stars with a goose egg on the board.
They're ignoring my no defense tonight. 4-3 Harrisburg. 11 minutes left in the fourth. Hey, thank you, Matt Huber, for watching the broadcast and bailing me out. So check out Harrisburg. We'll see if they can hold on. Our old friend Don Francis.
Yeah.
And your best buddy Willie B in goal.
Outstanding.
Maybe he's in goal tonight.
And a penalty is coming up against DeBray Holloman. And Reyes had the advantage, and they're going to give him a shootout. It's going to be a shootout. Here's the replay.
So, Andreas gets past, last defender, and DeBray does the figure up in the air. Oh, no, that wasn't it, too. So, look at Leo Gibson. He calls his own number. He's like, okay, I'll do it this time. I used to do this against Danny Waltman in practice years ago. I know what he's going to do. We'll see.
All right, Leo making a bid for number 2.
So who's going to win the race to the rebound here? I kind of like Tetsani as an option. But Leo's like, no, I got this. Don't worry about a rebound.
Leo, one touch. Leo to his right. Shot! Yes! It's Kevin Ellis! 3-0 Kansas City!
Is that the way they drew it up at the soccer dome at practice? Kevin Ellis all smiles. Kevin Ellis wins the sprint down the field. So Leo Gibson, he thinks. Waltman beautifully just waited, and Gibson says, okay, I don't have a shot. I'll just pass it to Kevin Ellis. 3-0 Comets. Danny Waltman's just a smart goalie. He said, I'm not going to commit. You're going to have to do something, Gibson. And Gibson improvised.
He certainly did. Kevin Ellis, number 7 on the year. Leo Gibson, his 9th assist. And Kansas City out to a 3-0 lead.
So people who aren't necessarily the biggest Baltimore Blast fans are now giving me score updates. It's 5-3 Harrisburg. There was an LOL that came after that. So
we'll keep Eric up to date, all right?
Please do. You were talking about Victor Nogueira and Nicolau Neto. When we talk about Milwaukee Wave over the years, we always talk about Victor Nogueira and Michael King, whom I had a great conversation with here last night at the Capelli. And Capelli's been fantastic. They sponsor the Comets uniforms. They sponsor the referees' uniforms. Talked to Mr. King. We were telling some war stories, and I said, I'm going to mention you on air. On this night in 1994.
Oh, it looks like photographer Thad Bell may have taken one.
Oh, dear.
Looks like he's going to be all right.
He's going to be all right. So Milwaukee won 19-10. Keep in mind that was multi-board scoring. Michael King, 4 goals from Milwaukee Wave. And so between Michael King and Victor Nogueira, it was just amazing what that team did over the years. But it was great to see him. Talked about old times in the NPSL.
Days at the Bradley Center when they were playing there.
We were talking about referees. I ran into NPSL referees here. We were talking about referees who had the attitude. Oh, look at that. He's a little nick on his face.
Yeah, Thad Bell got...
Not what you expect, but it's very unprotected there, the way that the hold that thought.
You're right.
Yeah, it's very unprotected where the penalty boxes are and the announcing PA announce down there, and so they you have to be careful. But totally unintentional.
Yeah.
Thumbs up from Thad Bell to Neto. It's like, I know you didn't mean to hurt me. It's all good.
Battle scars covering the game. Waltman sends it up the right side. Boy, given right back. Here is Andreas making a bid.
He is something. And, you know, I was trying to think about whose game does he remind me of. And so you would think about Stokic just because of the roles he plays. But his speed is just insane. And his motor, he just keeps going and going and going and going.
And there he is again, jumping in. Here's Eddie Na. Stuffed by Sandoval. Eddie Na once again around the boards and then cleared away by Matt Lewis. 4 minutes and 48 seconds left to play in the first half. 3-0 KC. Tacoma, their first road trip of the year. Into the corner to Pereira. Pereira trying to split the defense. Lewis and Andreas are there. Canali now... That's Caceres, and that one driven up over the glass. Goalkeeper distribution to Nicolau Neto.
Comets are dropping their defenders so deep, which leads to a lot of blocks, but it could make for some mismatches right in front of them, so we'll keep an eye out for that.
Well, I like to drink beer at soccer games and sweat. That's what I like to do.
Neto rolls it out to Ray Lee. Lee returns it to Neto. Forward to Ellis. Marquez, Gibson, Ellis. Now Sosa for Leo. Leo shoots! Number 2 for the great Leo Gibson. It's 4-0.
Another assist for John Sosa. He just keeps cranking them on. And the way this play developed, the vision of the Comets to find open players, it's beautiful. So it starts with Ellis, finds a wide open Sosa who says, hey, coach, I'm going to get it to you. Oh, 5-hole. And Danny's like, there's nothing I can do there. Leo Gibson, he's trying to catch up to Wild West Wade there. That would be quite the honor of all the goal scorers in Kansas City history. And you called a lot of West Wade games. Leo Gibson is a sensational, once-in-a-generation player.
No question. Looks like we've got a timeout on the field, and we'll keep it. We'll keep it right here. Again, John Sosa, his 9th. Leo Gibson now is just 1 point short of 400.
Yeah, but the King already got it, so everybody's going to be like, oh, it doesn't matter anymore, right? But it's just amazing everything that he's done. And it's sort of interesting to see how the Comets have changed roles. You talked about Matt Lewis rotating out. Kyle McLaughlin has already rotated out, and they're finding ways to use players in different positions. When Matt Lewis started here, pure defender. When's the last time you saw him play defender? He's sort of a transition midfield player. Yep. Andreas started as a defensive runner for Leo, and now, he's going to get minutes here. He's proven that he can play in this league. And so the depth on this team, that's what makes them a contender for going way, way, way deep in the playoffs. Since you were asking me before we got on air, what are the 3 teams right now that I see as top in the league?
Oh, this is great. I'm getting the Bergrud Power Rankings. Here we go. Hit us up. What do you got?
It's simply who's in first place in each division. The reason why they're in first place in each division, San Diego plays fantastic defense, and Boris Pardo is sensational in goal. Florida, sure, they score a lot of goals. They have a firepower up front, but they've got a great goalkeeper, Silva. They've got Ruggles. They got Vandergrift. They have just up and down that roster. And this team right here, I think those 3 right now are the teams to watch out for. But what we learned last year in the crazy 2020-21 season is it doesn't matter where you are right now. It doesn't necessarily matter where you are when you begin the playoffs. You could be ranked relatively low and win the whole thing, just as San Diego did last year.
100%.
Just got to get invited to the dance.
Dantas in the target, turns, fires, and boy, that one blocked by Sandovari. Tremendous defense by Mirko there. And
handball.
And, call for the handball. Rich Grady is going to set the ball. Speaking of San Diego and Ontario, the Comets, that's going to be a weekend to watch. That'll be February 25th and 27th. Comets are going to make a trip out to California. They'll play the Sockers and the Fury over the weekend. That'll be a big weekend for the Comets. There's a drive. That one blocked off the line by Adam James. That's the second time he has blocked one for his keeper, Neto.
And just talking about players changing positions, Adam James dropping back.
Yeah.
A couple amazing blocks.
Pereira in the left wing corner. Shane Butler backs up the wall. Pereira up top. Caceres shoots it, deflected wide. Another drive by West, and again that one goes into the VIP section. And Neto will have it coming up.
All those people who were snickering about the score in Harrisburg, it is now 6-5. Baltimore is coming back.
Oh boy. But Harrisburg still has the lead?
They still have the lead. And just who checked in, Mr. Ed Bishop, who writes, I loved it when we did the Comets Wings game there 10 years ago, and it looks like a great time again tonight. Wish I could be there with you guys. Ed Bishop, I will tell you this. When they started playing Danger Zone on the first penalty kill, you were here with us, 100%. Definitely in spirit.
100%.
You had an opportunity to interview him the last game.
Yeah.
He got to call third quarter. That was a great experience.
Yeah, so fun to have him back.
Particularly when we got a penalty kill, and he got to tell you the story of the Rat Patrol.
Yes,
this is all great.
It's good.
Great stuff.
And Oreos, close mark on Canali. Meanwhile, Ty Hall trying to bring it up. Up to Pereira. Pereira moving to his right, stops. Into the corner to West, runs up on it, blocked by Ramon Palmer, out of bounds. And they'll set Tacoma up on the far touchline, we believe.
You don't normally see this many blocks, or at least since Berto Palmer left and went to Ontario. There's a lot of blocks for the Comets. Normally the ball gets to Neto. There have been few balls getting his way yet.
Pereira changes direction. Ramos rolls it off the inboards. Lucas Sousa with a couple of touches towards the half line. Now everybody giving chase for it. Ramos and Sousa, and a foul called on Lucas.
We'll talk a little bit later about referees. Hopefully Ryan Sigish will get here. A big announcement this week. A new award named after one of the classiest guys, Gino DiPolito. There's now the Referee of the Year award, and I have a great Gino DiPolito story to share.
I can't wait to hear it
when we have the right moment.
All right. Pereira looking to get it to his teammate running down the middle, Correa. Marquez. Nope, it's Pereira. Pereira trying to turn. He's marked by Lee.
Marquez wanted to dive, didn't get it.
Thought the Comets had it there, but turned right back over to the Stars. Comets able to poke it away. Now Marquez comes with it right to left. Marquez runs into a couple of Navy jerseys there with that Argyle pattern that's so iconic from the Stars over the years. Canali on back to Waltman. Danny forward to Eddie Nah. 90 seconds left in the first half. Nah forward for Dantas. Off the boards, Neto. Got a piece of it. Now DeBray Holloman with a drive, blocked by Lucas Sousa. And then a foul called on Ramos. Comets will have it. 1:18 to play.
Look how confident Lucas was with the ball. Holds it, sends it back to his goalkeeper. A lot of players would have panicked then, but he's just knows who he is, knows what he can do with the ball. Just a really good soccer player.
Nacho with a great play there to save the ball for the Comets. Ellis picks it up on his horse. Ellis with a drive. It's Waltman the save. Rebound shot out front. Goal! Who got that one? It's Leo. Leo legend.
Well, happy 400.
Happy 400, Leo.
Now, don't know if the King's watching tonight. King had a great game yesterday. Leo Gibson's having a great game today, and Kevin Ellis has looked really good too. Power shot, great save. Leo, what do? You follow the ball? Good things happen when you follow the loose ball. Nice bear hug from Kevin Ellis.
No kidding.
But Matt Lewis,
yeah,
that's 2 assists where he's found his coach. And what a game. Oh, and he threw the ball to Thad Bell. And Thad Bell threw it up to the crowd. That was fantastic. That is absolutely priceless. One of those stories that Thad Bell will be telling for years. Remember the day I got hit in the face? And then Leo Gibson threw me a ball.
15 for Gibson. Matt Lewis gets his 4th assist of the year.
So Ian Bennett, as we began the night, Ian Bennett was leading the league in scoring. I think by the end of the night, Mr. Gibson will have something to say about that.
Comets knock it away with 38 seconds left to play in the first half. Again, coming up at halftime, be sure to stay with us. We'll have a chat with MASL Commissioner Keith Tozer. And then Eric and I, following that, are going to have a chat about the United Soccer Coaches Convention that's been held here in Kansas City. And we got a chance to spend some time down at the Convention Center and see what the MASL and the Comets are doing here. They were very busy, and we're going to chat all about it coming up at halftime. Here's Hall.
Good step there by Rion Marquez, playing both ways. Love to see those forwards defending.
3.5 seconds left. Horn sounds, and that's it. Boy, what a half by the Comets. They have shut out the Stars in the first 30 minutes, and they've tallied 5 goals, 3 of them coming from Leo Legend, the other 2 from Kevin Ellis and Rion Marquez, and we are at halftime. And we're going to try to chat with Stefan Stokic.
Lots more action coming as Hot Water Nights has made its return to
got a sweater on the bench.
And let's go down to Steve Serrano right now. Steve?
All right, we got Steve over with assistant coach Stefan Stokic for some thoughts about the first half of tonight's game.
Coach, off to a quick start, especially one goal right at the game, start of the game. What's your thoughts so far?
It was great. I mean, you always want to start in the game with the lead. I think the boys came out very, very fast, and we got a quick one. So,
Leo Gibson hitting that number 200, especially in front of this crowd here at T-Mobile Center. How great was that for him and the team?
That's special. It's really special for him and for the team and for the organization as well. So,
how do you let off on the gas right now, up 5-0? What are you going to say to the players in the bench?
We're going to keep it defensively. We want to keep them as low as we can, keep that 0 if we can, and then the counter. Boys are defending great tonight. So
there you go, Coach. Best of luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Thanks, bud.
All right. There is assistant coach Stefan Stokic with our Steve Serrano. We are at halftime. Let's take a break. And when we come back, we'll be chatting with MASL Commissioner Keith Tozer. At the half, Kansas City 5, Tacoma nothing on MASL TV.
Now I break through to show to you that I'm more good than I am bad. I work it out, I work it out. And I'll be somewhere that you need me, and I'll be holding my breath, waiting for you to show.
Hey Comets fans, have you tried Sport Shake yet?
It's delicious.
It's delicious, right?
Yeah.
What flavor you got?
I got strawberries, man.
Oh man. And I got cappuccino. I love cappuccino.
Look, the good thing about it has protein and electrolytes.
Ooh.
Oh, and calcium.
It has calcium too.
Oh,
well,
man.
you gotta keep us tough. You gotta keep us strong.
It's seriously delicious. Go to spokeshake.com right now. Use promo code Comets and get $3 off your next order.
So what are you waiting for? Go now and make your order. Go Comets.
In KC, unbelievable things happen every day.
Unbelievable.
That's why Community America does unbelievable things, like share our profits with our members and invest millions into our community. Because when you believe in unbelievable things happen. Join us at communityamerica.com.
I was a little scared coming in here. I didn't know what to expect, didn't know what the team was going to look like. But then, as I said again, as I came in here Monday, I was like, wow, this is going to be a really good squad. But I knew the European teams, they love football. Football is their culture. Football is everything to them. So I knew they were going to be good. They were going to be great on the ball. And I knew it was going to be a tough, hard tournament. So that was good coming into here.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5-cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
It is halftime between the Kansas City Comets and the Tacoma Stars, and this special halftime interview comes to you from the Kansas City Convention Center and the United Soccer Coaches Convention here. And we have the MASL Commissioner, Mr. Keith Tozer, here. And Keith, we just had our symposium here on Thursday, and this is really important for the league to be a part of this convention. Tell us the reason why.
Well, we felt, Shep, JP, and myself, that we needed to be part of the conversation with soccer in this country. It seemed like indoor soccer has been on the outside, where it's been soccer and futsal. And as we've been talking about in the symposium, there are so many great players and coaches that came from the indoor game, and also people in the front office that have gone on and done great things. So we needed to get back in the conversation, and I think we're doing a good job of it.
Yeah, and what we learned in talking with you and JP is that the first few months of you guys being in your new positions now with the MASL, things were moving pretty fast, and you got a lot of calls from people who were really excited about you coming back to the indoor game. Give us a little insight about what that was like.
The first 30 days have been crazy, and I don't think we've stopped yet. I mean, people from the NBA, NHL, EPL, MLS, people, men and women, who got involved in indoor in some aspect of the game, kind of reached out and said, oh my God, we didn't know you guys were getting involved. How can we get involved? So it wasn't a call just to say hi. It was a call to say hi and how can we get involved, and it's been nonstop since.
Yeah, and what's that next step like in order to nurture those relationships and continue those relationships that will grow the game of professional indoor soccer?
Well, it's kind of where can they help us? Can they help us with expansion? Can they help us with the sponsorship? Can they help us with players? Anything that across the board would help the league grow. They've said that, and everything's about relationships. And if you know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, then that domino then falls, and that's where we're at right now. So there's been a lot of phone calls, a lot of meetings, a lot of Zoom calls, and it's been a difficult time, as you know, with the pandemic. And they have the Comets host a game right across the street for our first time in the convention. Kudos to the organization.
Yeah, it was a tremendous success 10 years ago when the Comets played at T-Mobile Center. They hosted the Wichita Wings, and there was a great crowd there. We're expecting another good crowd with a lot of convention goers. And honestly, a lot of fans here in Kansas City that are excited about coming downtown to see an indoor soccer game like they used to play. You used to come to Kemper Arena all the time and play down there.
Some of the best fans have been in indoor in Kansas City. I remember coaching at Kemper Arena, and then, of course, at the new building. The fans are some of the most educated and avid fans in entire indoor soccer. I think when people from the convention haven't experienced an indoor game, and when they come and see your Comets are playing great, and of course the Tacoma Stars are a longtime franchise, when they come and see the fans that love the game with the new fans for the future, back to the future, I think this thing is really going to take off.
Yeah. Keith, we're celebrating 40 years of professional indoor soccer in Kansas City. It's something that we're very proud of. And I think we can't say that enough, because this game has been around, and fans have been around for decades loving this game. You in Milwaukee, it was almost 35 years ago to the day that you signed with the Los Angeles Lasers in the original MASL and coached them. I mean, there is now a lot of history with this indoor game. I think people might think that the game is new, but hey, we've been around for a long time. And it's time to let people know that we've been around and we're still here and we're still growing.
Yeah, like we talked at the symposium. I mean, you have Pregame, who's a two-time MVP in Major League Soccer, came from indoor. Mike Noonan, who played in Louisville, indoor, just won the national championship for Clemson. And those stories go on and on and on. An ex-player from mine in Los Angeles, Kavanaugh, he just bought a team in St. Louis in Major League Soccer. Wow. And just so many stories. And Shep, JP, and I are extremely honored and proud to be back in indoor soccer, and with the ownership group, the players, the coaches, the staff, everybody, to take it to the next level.
There was also a big announcement made at the symposium. In case nobody has heard that announcement, what's the news? What's the breaking news here?
Well, the breaking news, we're bringing the college draft back. I was fortunate enough, don't know how, was the first player drafted in the league, and there have been so many great college players, both foreign players. Remember, a foreign player comes over, could play at Rockhurst College and then still get drafted. We think the college draft is going to be another avenue to let players in college know, yes, there are other avenues of outdoor soccer, but there's also indoor soccer, and we want to bring you into the game.
Yeah, and I think there'll be some different levels. There'll be some Division I players. There'll be some territorial picks, those types of things. The Comets, as fans know, have done a really great job of developing relationships with area universities, primarily the NAIA, but great relationships with local schools who produce tremendous talent.
Well, I go to John Perry when I was coaching attack here. He played at Rockhurst College. You got Johnny Sosa. You got Brian Perez. I mean, that list goes on and on of fabulous players here from the Missouri, Kansas City area. And people love that players, when they come in the community, not only can they go see them play, but then these guys go get involved with other youth clubs in the area, and that teaching then continues to go on, and that's what we're looking for.
What's happening from now? We're about halfway into this season now. What's the league working on right now? Is there something you're hoping to accomplish by the end of the year, or maybe setting things up for following years to come?
Well, we said at the beginning, if we can improve from A to Z in all aspects of the business by 25%, we think we've taken a first good step. Whenever we took over a club, we always said it takes 3 years, right? Find out what you have, make change, get culture, create a system, and that's what we're trying to do on the business side. We're really focused on the business side, really focused on the plan of it, and so far so good. So if we can really set the foundation, we'll really be ready for 2 and 3.
I tell you, the games, as you know, Commissioner, they remain close. I mean, there have been so many one-goal games in this league. Comets have been a part of their fair share. It's so exciting in this league that you go into a game and you think, it's going to be a one-goal difference. I mean, that's just competitive balance is really remarkable.
Well, as we know, the game can change in matters of moments. So if you're down 5-2, you're not out of the game. I think with the new goalkeeper rule, we're getting more attacking going on. But I also think with the new point system, the wild card race. I mean, we watch NFL and we're like, oh my God, is my team going to be a wild card team? And we know wild card teams have gone on to win the Super Bowl. So I think the wild card race for the next 2 months is going to be really interesting. And obviously the race for the top divisional winner and then the overall regular season winner.
Yeah, and the Comets are a part of that. The Comets have been off to a great start this year. Comets hoping to make this a pretty special season. You're, of course, a former coach here. How about your coaching hat? What do you think of our Comets team?
Well, you know, things start at the top. So you have to look at Bud and Chad and the ownership group. They've given their coach, Leo, and Stefan the ability to go out and find players, and they've done a great job. Then it goes back to tactics and how do you develop players for the future. With the new rule with Neto, obviously he's been playing fantastic. He reminds me of a young Victor Nogueira. So I think with the new rule, the players they brought in, the culture you have a system. Because many times I played against the Comets and many times I lost, and they have a great system. You put that all together with a great fan base, you got some winning ingredients.
Yeah, and the Comets' opponent tonight, the Tacoma Star, they are led by a tremendous owner in Lane Smith, who is all in on this league. He's been a tremendous asset for the MASL and has brought a lot to the league, hasn't he?
Well, Lane has been a diehard Tacoma Stars fan. He wanted to buy the team. He got it. He really propped that team up. He's on the executive committee. He has a big voice in the league. He did the same thing. He went out and got players, and Nick Pereira was one of them, who's one of the stars for that team. He was their coach. He became the president of Washington State Youth Soccer Association. So now they're in the community. Lane's done a fabulous job. First half is great. Wait till the second half.
Well, can't wait to see it. Keith, I always want to call you Toes. I call him Toes all the time. But he's got a fancy title now, Commissioner. So it's great to see you, Commissioner.
It's always been great. Great job at the symposium yesterday. I look forward to the game.
All right. That's Keith Tozer, everybody. Our halftime show continues after this.
Now I'll break through to show to you that I'm more good than I am bad. I work it out. I work it out. And I'll be somewhere that you need me. And I'll be holding my breath, waiting for you to show.
Hey, Comets fans! Have you tried Sport Shake yet?
It's delicious.
It's delicious, right?
Yeah.
What flavor you got?
I got strawberries, man.
Oh, man. And I got cappuccino. I love cappuccino.
Look, the good thing about it has protein and electrolytes.
Ooh.
Oh, and calcium.
It has calcium too.
Oh,
well,
man.
you gotta keep us tough. You gotta keep us strong.
It's seriously delicious. Go to spokeshake.com right now. Use promo code Comets and get $3 off your next order.
So what are you waiting for? Go now and make your order. Go Comets!
In KC, unbelievable things happen every day.
Unbelievable.
That's why Community America does unbelievable things, like share our profits with our members and invest millions into our community. Because when you believe in unbelievable, unbelievable things happen. Join us at communityamerica.com.
I was a little scared coming in here. I didn't know what to expect, didn't know what the team was going to look like. But then, as I said again, as I came in here Monday, I was like, wow, this is going to be a really good squad. But I knew the European teams, they love football. Football is their culture. Football is everything to them. So I knew they were going to be good. They were going to be great on the ball. And I knew it was going to be a tough, hard tournament. So that was good coming into here.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5-cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
Welcome to Unified.
And welcome back here. Eric Bergerud, Nick Vassos live at T-Mobile Center here. We got just a few minutes left here for us to chat about the United Soccer Coaches Convention, which took place once again here in Kansas City. Eric, and why don't we start with you here about some of your observations and take it away.
Well, first of all, MASL did a really good job of networking at this conference. There were podcasts that not only featured Keith Tozer and JP Telecamera, but coaches, players, etc. They had a great presence in the exhibit hall, and then as part of the program, you obviously moderated the symposium, and we heard from your interview with Commissioner Tozer that was recorded right afterwards. But they had referee sessions. I was able to attend one of them. So Ryan Sigich, Shane Butler, Rich Grady were all involved. Imagine they're all still here in town. Talking about the transition from outdoor to indoor and trying to get the next generation of referees excited about indoor soccer. Had great conversations with referees, and so I think the Comets gained a lot of new supporters from across the American soccer community, and it was great to see a lot of people from the generations, not just from the 80s and the MISL, but one of the highlights for me was meeting Werner Roth. For younger fans, that name might not ring a bell, but when Pele played on the New York Cosmos, Werner Roth was captain, so he was one of that original generation of Americans who popularized the game. And for those of you who may be movie buffs, he acted in a movie with Pele and Sylvester Stallone in 1981, Victory, and I told him that as a kid, and I'll admit my age, I was 13 years old, did the math then, I was wearing my San Pedro Blue Jackets team zip-up top, and I went to the movie theater representing and excited to watch that movie. So it was just a treat to meet him in person. But players from the NPSL era and later, and we were telling all sorts of stories about the NPSL in terms of some referees had this sense that if there was no blood, there was no foul called. And
right, exactly.
What
you know what? I get a kick out of watching you, Eric, because you have such a great background in terms of the MISL and really all of the indoor game. You've been a fan and participated in it and been around for a while, and to see you meet a guy like Michael King last night, just a tremendous player for the Milwaukee Wave over the years, and to see your reaction, and I mean, it's just been kind of neat, and I think a lot of people maybe get that experience.
So I tried not to be fanboy too much, but last night I saw Michael King, and I had a nice chat with Sean Bowers, who's the president of the Sockers. And so, funny story is I own a Sean Bowers jersey, so I was explaining to him how I got it. But I told him, yeah, I'm going to tell some Detroit Rockers stories. He was like, what stories? So it was just great to see. Many teams were represented here. Talked to Shelley Clark, St. Louis Ambush owner was here, Tommy Tanner, GM of UCFC. And so it was like the experience we had last year when the owners met in Kansas City during the semifinals.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a reunion thing. But then there was an MASL reunion in the midst of thousands and thousands of soccer coaches. And it was just an amazing experience. And some of the names it brought back a lot of memories.
I think the MASL's presence in the soccer convention created a lot of traction for the league, and hopefully the league will build upon that traction and add to it as we go on. A couple of announcements that were made here. We talked a little bit about it in the first half here. The college draft is coming back. Let's talk about that real quick here before we run out of time here. What kind of impact do you think that might have on the league?
Oh, I think it's going to be big, but it's going to be subtle. So the way it was explained to us at the symposium the other night, there's going to be 5 rounds. The first 2 rounds will be territorial, meaning draw a circle around your city, and you'll have the right to draft early in those within that circle. But then it's everything open in 3, 4, and 5. And so I've seen some chatter online. How's that any different than anything else? And I'll explain 2 differences. One is teams like Kansas City have really been creative in terms of recruiting from local schools here all of a sudden Kansas City is going to have to make some choices in the draft, and they're not going to be able to draft from every school. And so I think it's going to encourage teams to scout a little bit better across the country. The other thing I think this will do is give an opportunity for D1 athletes to think about MASL as the next step, more so than what we've seen before.
All right. We're going to talk about the Gino DiPolito Award here coming up, but looks like we might need to take the camera here. And okay. Looks like Brad has got us where we can turn around. All right.
I'll kill that light.
You're going to kill that light? Kill that light over there, Eric. All right. Eric is going to kill that light here so we don't burn it out. Thank you, Mr. Bergerud. Oh, thank you. Hey, by the way, you know what? You are really a lot of help, Eric. You know that?
I'm glad I'm here, Nick. Anything? I tote signs. I turn off lights. Other duties as a sign. I will say this about the convention. Everywhere I go in Kansas City, everybody knows Nick Vassos. I think I knew more people at the convention than you did.
You did.
I did.
I know. People were saying, "Hey, Eric, what's going on?" You were like saying hi.
Yeah, Nick Vassos. There's this other guy here too.
I love it. Absolutely love it. All right, we are back underway in the second half. Comets take a 5-0 lead into this third quarter. Tacoma actually outshot the Comets in the first half, 19-12, but Kansas City and specifically Leo Gibson had a great first half. Leo, the hat trick.
I have a few people just said hello. Soccer Sam, your friend of mine, says, I love listening to you guys with all the history. I was just like you as a kid, enjoy. And we heard from Suddy, who reminded me that not only was Warner Roth and many others in that movie, but somebody who was an all-time great in the world as well as in American soccer, Kaz Dana. The late, great Kaz Dana of the San Diego Sockers was in that movie.
Oh, so fantastic.
Appreciate hearing from you, Suddy. We've had a great time this week. A lot of names here, players you would remember from back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Shane Butler let it play out, called the foul on the Comets, and fans did not like that.
Had a great conversation with Kim Rutfed, and we were talking about Ray Lee and some of the similarities and differences in style. And I mentioned a name as somebody that Ray Lee reminds me of, which will be one of our features in the second half, is players who played for both the Comets and Tacoma Stars. Barry Wallace had a cannon of a left foot and was not afraid to shoot from out wide, and he did it for both those teams.
Pereira to Dantas. His drive off the glass comes off to the Stars, and then all the way back to Danny. Waltman.
The professor chimed in, said Leo Gibson's hat trick, number 36.
Thank you, Professor. Dantas with a good turn there. Neto read it perfectly. I love it. The updates are coming in.
And
keep them coming.
Harrisburg Heat, they're a winner for the first time this season, 6-5 over the Baltimore Blast.
Congratulations.
And you know what it was? They've got great players. It was because they increased concessions today. The fans were more excited. They were happier. They cheered more. And that's what did the trick. Way to go to the Harrisburg Heat. Happy to see you win.
Adam James down to the corner. James gets knocked down. Gibson. And a foul is called. This one's going to go against the Stars. Congratulations to Willie B, our buddy Willie B.
It's good to see the win. They've been playing hard this season. It's been hard for teams who didn't play last season.
Sosa drives it right on in, and that one goes against Waltman, who's got it. And he rolls it right up Main Street. Comets just take it right away. Canali lost it. Ellis has it. Comets with possession, leading 5-0.
So one of the things I've been watching more closely this year is how teams are, foul right there, how teams are deciding to defend the target forward. And San Diego, when Frank Tayu was down playing against them, they put Mitchell Cardenas against them and just shut him out. And so I'm really watching to see the markups and what teams do. And it's interesting to see both teams shift, and Ray Lee using playing back a little bit more against the target players. Sosa had been playing against Pereira last week. Pereira scored against Sosa. It's just sort of interesting to see if teams are going to change the matchups a little bit.
Stars building it out of the back. Jones on over to Caceres. Caceres now rolls it forward to Dantas. Chases it into the corner, off the wall. Comets clear it away. Ray Lee out towards the half line. Ball bounds back into the last third of the Stars. Comets 7-1 on the season. Tacoma's 2-3. Tacoma playing in their first road game of the season. Comets are coming home after nearly a month on the road. And they went 5-1 on the road. Only that loss to St. Louis. Ramos with a drive and Neto with the save.
And I have stories to tell because I was there 2 years in a row. I went to that game. 2 years in a row, I wore the same sweater. 2 years in a row, they were leading, and they gave up some goals at the end and lost.
It's time to retire the sweater.
Oh, I don't believe in that. I think it's time to retire yellow cards, but that's another story. Oh, what a nice cheeky pass from Adam James.
Sosa right back into Adam. Now over to the near side. Ray Lee over to Sosa. Now Lee with the left footer. That one blocked and goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Comets.
So obviously Danny Waltman's played for both teams. Some recent names of people. Another person playing tonight, Ramon Palmer played. As did Alain Matangu and Berto.
That's right.
And Milan Ivanovic. A couple big names from the past. I mentioned Barry Wallace, Dale Mitchell in the early Comets scored a ton of goals, and Mike Dowler, who was one of the legendary goalkeepers in the game. But I have a trivia question for you, Nick.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a little bit of pause here. I want to make sure we don't have a goal when I ask you this question.
Okay.
It's coming. Just sit tight.
All right. All right. 11 minutes to play in the third. Comets shutting out the Stars so far. Here's Pereira. Look out for him in the corner. Settles it, leaves it back for Hansen. Off the boards, rolled back in, shot. That one just off the mark. And Ramos comes back with it, gives it to West. Now Hansen. Adam West now forward, looking for Pereira again. And a foul called on Nick Pereira.
All right, this is a perfect question for Nick Vassos. You're either going to get it right away or you're going to kick yourself that you missed it. Who is the only player who played for the original Tacoma Stars and the Kansas City Attack? Started in Tacoma, if that helps you geographically.
Right. Gosh. I know Zorn wanted to have Preki play for the Attack, but I don't think he never did play.
Nope.
God. All right, I give up. Who?
Peter Hattrup.
Peter Hattrup. Oh my gosh. Leo, making a bid for number 4.
I knew you'd kick yourself on that one.
I can't, yeah.
One of those Seattle, it's something that they're doing really well. Local talent in Tacoma.
Gibson again, there it is!
4 goals.
Number 4 for Leo the Great. It's 6-0. Gibson has scored 3 straight goals.
Kansas City Comets.
He makes it look easy, doesn't he, Nick?
I mean...
So I mentioned Ramon Palmer. He goes out wide. And Leo Gibson's like, sure, why not?
So for Ramon Palmer, believe it or not, that's his first point of the season for the veteran in his 7th year.
It's just because we started talking about him playing at Tacoma.
Right.
Everything just clicked. Just like that turtleneck in the other direction, you know? It's just sometimes you have to find timing and opportunity for things to make sense. Ramon did there.
Number 14, Leo Gibson.
Here comes the Stars back the other way. That was Ramos just off the mark. Lee turns and fires the other way, but that one will bound into the seats and will be turned back over to the Stars.
The professor says that Leo might catch Wild West tonight. I'm not sure about that, Professor. He still has a few to go. He is 5 short now of Wild West Wade.
Because he came in 9 down, right?
Has 4 already. We've seen him score a lot of goals. Wasn't it Tacoma where he lit him up for 8?
Yeah, or was it Rochester? Yeah, I think it was.
I think it was Tacoma. So, I mean, we've seen him score a lot of goals before Tacoma. And we saw Pereira light up St. Louis a few weeks ago. So everything's possible.
Yeah, Leo's got 4 goals and an assist tonight. 5-point night for Leo. Here's Canali down Main Street. Broken up by the Comets, and it rolls into Neto. Comets are getting back defensively and really playing well.
So all of a sudden, it's like San Diego Soccer showed up here.
Yeah.
We're going to play good defense. We're going to counterattack. We're going to frustrate you. That's Phil Salvaggio, hallmark coach of the Sockers.
Win the 50-50 balls. Kicked out of bounds off KC. That'll go to Tacoma.
That's not what you expect of the Comets. You expect run and gun.
Yeah.
And let's just let the chips fall where they may, right?
Battling on the far side there is Sandovari. He comes out, rolls it forward to Palmer. Palmer chases it down, and that one ricochets in there just wide of Danny Waltman. Comes off to Ramos. Here comes Ramos back the other way. Ramos thought about it. Down to the corner to Pereira. Pereira turns, faces, moves to his right, off the wall, through the area, and over to Eddie Na. Under 8 to play in the third. Comets leading 6-0. Hansen forward to Pereira. Back to Hansen. Hansen shoots, and the own goal.
It still counts, right?
It is. Hansen scores. They are on the board. It goes off of Sandovari, and it is 6-1.
They all count. And that's why, if you don't put the ball in the box,
Chase Hansen
don't happen.
Opens up his scoring account. That's his first of the year for the Federal Way Washington native.
And that, MASL fans, is why we don't talk about shutouts on the broadcast, because goals happen like that.
Exactly. Exactly.
So Nick Pereira, he walks. We'll see if we're going to stay here. Maybe.
Yeah. Is this the under 7 timeout? No.
We'll stay here for a second.
Okay.
Well, maybe we'll go to break. I got a Nick Pereira story when we come back.
All right. Let's go to break real quick.
Attorney Mike DePasquale. This is Kansas City. This is my town. I started a personal injury law firm here because I wanted to help people here. And that's what my team and I do every single day. If you're hurt in Kansas City, I've got this.
Are you ready for the sports season? The licensed clinical experts at Select Physical Therapy are. Don't let aches, pains, or an injury keep you from watching your favorite team compete or participating in your favorite activities. Trust our physical therapists to help you feel better, faster, and to get you back to the things you love. With many convenient locations throughout the community, Select is here to help you heal. To schedule an appointment today, go to selectphysicaltherapy.com. Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5 cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
We're back.
And we are back with action back underway. You haven't missed anything. 7:19 to play. Ramos to Dantas. Correction, Caceres to Dantas. Dantas gets it back, and we've got a penalty coming up against the Comets. Another one. Tripping is going to go against John Sosa.
He didn't argue too much about that either. That was a pretty easy one for referees to call, and the Rat Patrol will have to be busy. Now, the Comets were leading 8-4 the other day in Tacoma, and Tacoma decided, okay, let's just start scoring some goals. So in this game of indoor soccer, don't switch to some other YouTube doggy video if you're watching on MASL TV, because Tacoma is very capable of coming back in this game.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's 6-2.
Mm-hmm.
And people are getting nervous here in Kansas City.
Little thing called mojo.
Here comes the Rat Patrol.
Here we go. Tacoma 0 for 1 tonight on the power play. Down to the corner, Canali. Now Caceres. Pereira. Caceres. Canali. Pass intercepted by Leo. Gibson squeezes it along the boards. Palmer able to get by, but
foul on Pereira.
Yeah, foul called on Pereira.
So he shows up the other day in the convention. He's like literally off the plane or something, drops his jacket, and he decides he's going to be in an impromptu table soccer game with John Sosa, Brian Perez, who used to play for the Comets.
Yeah.
And it was just 2-on-2. And Pereira, literally, he just walks into the exhibit hall and decides, I want to play some soccer. It was fantastic to watch.
Pereira is one of those personalities. I'm telling you, man, that guy is out there.
Yep.
When we had the All-Star game, of course, he was captain of the West All-Stars. You and I had a chance to visit with him live on the air, and that was... I was a little bit nervous.
You never know what he's going to say, right?
I know.
At least you know where you stand with him, right?
Exactly. Oh, brutally honest. All right, Comets still down a man. 1 minute and 8 seconds left on the power play for the Stars. As they trot it up, Pereira bringing it down the right side. Towards the middle, Caceres. Now Dantas to the left. Vinny shoots just wide. That one comes off to Adam West. Neto is there to scoop it up for the Comets. Neto out to Nacho. Back to Neto.
How calm was that from Neto? He's just so good with his feet.
Knows exactly where to go with the ball before it comes to his feet.
And you're mentioning the respect he got from Keith Tozer. I think he has respect from coaches and players across the league. There is no doubt about it.
Here's Caceres, 23 seconds on the advantage for the Stars. Here's Pereira to Caceres, runs up on it, shoots, save, Neto! Brilliant save by Neto. Now a bicycle from Ramos. Neto again, and then jammed in there. It's a goal. Comets want a handball, but they say it's a goal.
I think the Comets wanted a foul, but Neto didn't have possession of it, and they're going to say goal. Neto came up big and did not have the ball, and I think that the replay will bear this out.
Watch
Great
this.
Save.
Leo with the block. Now the bicycle.
And Dantas goes with the header. Another great save. He tried to reach back for it. Never had possession of the ball. The fans say he did. John Sosa says he did. That's a goal. 6-2. Time to get nervous if you are a Comets fan.
What an exchange right there.
But two great saves by Neto. Just could not control.
And then finally driven in by Adam West. Adam West has not played at all this year. He's from Gig Harbor, Washington, the same town as Danny Wallman. And Adam West gets his first goal of the season. Just like his teammate, Chase Hansen. Both have scored their first of the year.
So in pregame warm-up, Adam West hit a ball off the boards that ricocheted and hit Shane Butler in the back. Shane Butler just kind of looks at him. Adam West kind of smiles and is like, I'll see you out there. And sure enough, he scores. 6-2.
Here we go. Tacoma has brought it back to within 4. Still a long way to go here. How about that shot from T-Mobile Center straight down on the Comets logo? Pretty cool.
A goal here, Nick Vassos.
Might be the next, might be the most important one of the game. Little mojo here for the Stars. Forward to Dantas. Vinny trying to get it out now. Deflected into the left wing corner. Comets fans want a handball. Dantas bangs it off the far post.
And Leo's up, but I don't think he can get there.
Ellis wanted to feed Gibson running down the right side. Off the mark. Hansen has the ball for the Stars. Leaves it for DeBray Holloman. Hansen will go off. Up to Lucas Sousa. Lucas funnels it back into the middle. Andreas with now a touch. Back to Lucas. Boy, another example of Andreas' energy right there, saving it for the Comets and gets it back again. Oh, now a foul is called on Andreas.
He's not happy, and Rich Grady's like, you know, you'll get fined if I pull out this yellow card, so just walk away.
Here's Correa. to Holloman. Back to Correa. And sort of feel the momentum shifting just a little bit towards the Stars right now. That Sane wins the ball for Kansas City. Kicks it into the corner for Adam James. James double teamed in the corner, trying to get away from someone. Tried to cross it over, but a little bit too strong, out of bounds. It'll go to Tacoma. Some inspired play there by Adam James, trying to get himself.
Look who's on camera.
Look at that. That's Ray and Diana Barker right there. Two of the longest running Comets fans.
They have some stories to share.
Oh my gosh. Now the Comets win it. Back to Marquez. Now over to Thetsane, who shoots. Waltman's down on the seat of his pants. Comets cannot get a rebound. Eddie Na out with it for the Stars. He rolls it forward to Canali. Canali with some open space in the left wing corner. Pulls it back.
Look at that defense, Adam James.
How about that from Adam James? The kid from Kearney, Missouri.
Playing both ways.
Having an impact. Has not found the back of the net, but certainly having an impact defensively tonight.
See, now people are dropping off Neto, right? We saw this last game against Tacoma, and now Pereira's like, okay, I'll just make you pass it.
Here's Nacho. Nacho looking for Leo on the far post. That was partially blocked. Back to Nacho. Now a battle forward. West and Nacho give chase, and a foul called on Nacho.
Nacho knew he couldn't pass it back to Neto. Didn't really have too many options there. Just a subtle way how the game has changed since last season, but count me as a interested supporter of the rule change. I think that it's been an exciting season already this year in the MASL.
Here's a drive. That one by Ramos. That one off the inboards. Comes off to Tacoma. Forward to Dantas. Vinny off the boards through the area. And then over to Ramos. Nacho trying to touch it away. He does to Andreos. Now to Matt Lewis.
Good ball.
Lewis, a great ball forward to Nacho. Nacho looking for the far post. No, he thought he was going to bang it off the boards. Tried to at least.
As he was looking Wallace scorer there to Ramon Palmer. Not enough power on that. And Waltman had that comfortably.
Under 2 to play in the third. Comets leading 6-2. That one picked up there. Forward to Canali. Canali leaves it. Here's a shot, and a save is made by Neto. That one off the foot of Logan Jones. Kicked long by Leo. Pereira. Oh, gets it to. Oh, Ray Lee almost touched it in there.
Tried to chip him backwards with his left. Did not land.
Well, it's pretty good touch there by Ray Lee. Guy with such a powerful left foot there. Almost able to tuck it underneath the bar. Now Pereira, marked by Ellis. Sosa picks up the loose ball. Leo headed forward to Lucas Sousa. And Sousa cannot catch up with it. Kicked out of bounds. Comets are going to have a great restart here at the top of the yard.
So Waltman wanted the foul on Sosa. Didn't get called. Dangerous opportunity. This is John Sosa all season. Oh, they're going to say it hit off the top of the dasher boards, which would make it out of bounds there rather than top of the restart. So Rich Grady was right there.
Coming up on a minute to play. Minute to play in the third. Comets lead by 4. Healed back for Ellis. Ellis goes off the glass. Not strong enough. Waltman's got it for the Stars.
We're under a minute to go in the third quarter.
Tacoma across the half line. Ray Lee is there. Touches it back to Neto. Neto right up Main Street. Gathered back by Tacoma. Eddie Na. Forward to DeLuna. Away from the goal to Holloman. Holloman with a toe poke and a block there by Ellis.
Neto thought about springing Leo, but Holloman tracked back really well. He'll go short to Lee instead.
Lee.
Who I thought was the MVP of the team last year.
Yeah. Into the corner, Thetsane.
Thetsane settles the ball.
Thetsane And the horn sounds. And that's it for the third. 2 goals by Tacoma. One by Hanson, one by West, both their first of the season. And at the end of 3, it is 6-2 Comets on MASL TV.
Domino's, we're delivery experts. So when it comes to carry out, our team members had a few thoughts on how to make it even safer and more convenient.
Deliver it. Deliver it.
Deliver it. Frisbee it.
So we went with what we do best. Delivery to your car. Introducing Domino's Carside Delivery.
Yep, works perfect.
We do the carrying out for you, contact-free, while you conveniently stay in your car.
Thank you.
Just pull up at the store, check in online, and we bring your food to you. Try Domino's Carside Delivery next time you carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
Hail, alma mater, we sing to thee. Thy name forever a guiding light shall be.
Strong as an oak tree, thy name shall never fail.
To the alma mater.
Hail, Park Hail. We are. We are. We are.
We are.
In KC, unbelievable things happen every day.
Unbelievable.
That's why Community America does unbelievable things, like share our profits with our members and invest millions into our community. Because when you believe in unbelievable things happen. Join us at communityamerica.com.
Hey, we're back.
There's that Comets iconic logo here at T-Mobile Center. This shot from just underneath the scoreboard, that is
How cool is that?
That is so cool. Get a shot of the blue turf here and that Comets logo. Got an update down in Chihuahua, Mexico. The Sockers are leading Chihuahua 5-3 at about halfway through the second quarter.
I think Chihuahua is an underrated team. I think the San Diego Sockers are a really good team.
I do too.
And so whatever anybody wants to say, they're for real. 2 people who gave us shout-outs earlier, but we've been just like slammed. And I feel remiss if I didn't mention that the Pipster said hi.
Hi, Pipster. How are you, friend?
And Jonathan Reimer wrote to congratulate Leo on his milestone goal. I will tell you this, Jonathan. I don't know how you keep up with Philly, because I've been trying to keep up with him here in this town, and he's like the Energizer Bunny. He keeps going and going and going. So you and Panda must have special gifts to keep up with him inside and outside Toyota Arena in Ontario.
That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, here we go, guys. It's the last 15 minutes. That right there was Lucas Rodriguez's wife, Lexi.
He's been around all week at the double post.
And it goes. Yes, it counts. Boy, that's Sane.
What did we say about him? He's not afraid to shoot.
No, he's not.
What a cannon.
That's his first goal as a member of the Comets.
So we talk about Ray Lee's left. Bam!
Whoa!
And talk about cookie jars getting shattered there, Nick Vassos. Took a touch, drilled it off the side, and everybody's pointing in one direction. One team saying it's a goal, the other team saying it's not a goal. The referees are the ones who count. And Rich Grady did the 2 hands in the air and not. You watch, Rich Grady is going to be in the left corner at the time. What was interesting about the referee session I went to is part of it was on referee positioning. So they showed video of why you put referees in certain zones for certain plays. And Rich Grady was on the far side of the goal watching that just to make sure it went in. So it's sort of interesting how the referees position themselves on different sides of the field because you need to have somebody who's trailing, somebody who's there, and these guys have been doing this for decades. And I was corrected by Commissioner Tozer. We'll see what Lucas Sousa can do.
Sousa to the corner. He'll play it away from the goal. Now Ray Lee draws a crowd in the left wing corner. Taken away by the Stars. Coria out with it. Coria still chugging forward. Band hits it off the boards. That was a long run from Coria. We probably will head to the bench here on this change. Now here comes the shot there. That was actually Ramos who took that shot. Not a lot of pace on that one.
He pointed over to Pereira and said, I was trying to pass it to you.
Now, Eddie Na.
Good block by Holloman. Otherwise, Leo was looking for yet another one. There's Philly wanting to take our photo. Hey, Philly. You never know who you're going to run to here at the T-Mobile Center. So Commissioner Tozer wanted to remind me, even though the referees traditionally have been men, there are so many women referees, 2 in the league already this year.
Yeah.
And more at that session in Kansas City. So the future is great for anybody who wants to be a referee in indoor soccer.
Here comes Nacho. Nacho down Main Street, on over to Lewis. And Lewis hits that one over the glass.
He was going for a corner. Didn't happen. Philly is stopping by. Oh, my goodness. I have friends here with Philly who are all coming. It's like, who wants to come by? You grab their photo. Look at all these people from the KC Courage. I love the KC Courage, and they're here at our booth. One of my joys in life is serving as public address announcer of the KC Courage during the summer. Great to see them, and they've been busy this week at the United Coaches Convention. I heard we love you, Eric. I love you too.
Look at that.
You're so much.
He's eating it up, folks. He's loving it.
Hey,
that's awesome.
The one place in Kansas City where maybe I have a chance of keeping up with Nick Vassos' personality.
I don't know about that.
Oh, I know about that.
Out front, Waldman's got all kinds of traffic in front of him and then clears it away.
So we have to ride an elevator up to this floor from where we came in, and the elevator operator looks at Nick Vassos coming in. I see you on TV. I'm blessed to have you on my elevator. It's like, she's like, dude, just keep walking into me. So.
Ray Lee and Dantas battle for it. Off to Correa. Correa back to Dantas down the right side. Dantas from a crazy angle, just a little bit wide to the left. Adam West chases it down. Ding dong. Oh, that one flush off the far post.
Adam West having himself a game.
No kidding.
And Tacoma's they're building the team right, and I think that having a coach who has worked with the reserves is only going to make this team stronger. He's going to see talent, bring it up. I think Tacoma's going to be good.
Now Pereira, Eddie Na, and then was that Adam James again blocking it off the line?
Once again, he's had a game too.
Oh, that's the third time he's done that. Out to Rion Marquez and a foul called against Tacoma. Rion goes down a little bit strange.
It's on Rion. He turned him. It's that typical hook move where you're trying to leverage, and Shane Butler's like, foul on you, Mr. Marquez. Hope you feel better, but I'm still calling it on you.
You're right. It is going to go against Rion.
Yeah, look at Marquez. He's like, on me? Yeah, it was on you. Marquez walks off sheepishly.
Both teams, even strength. Pereira flicks it in to the box. That Sane comes out with it. He's energized after scoring that last goal to give Comets a 5-goal lead here with 10.5 to play. Palmer forward to Sosa. Sosa rolls it, plays it in the middle. Shot, goal! Top shelf! Grandma keeps the cookies. That's Sane. Again, 2 straight by Lucia, and it's 8-2.
You think he can play the game, Nick Vassos?
He's a pretty good ball player.
He is a really good player, and we talked about the draft earlier. Missouri colleges, get ready. Columbia College, the home of Detsane and Nicolau Neto, coached by a former Kansas City Comet and St. Louis Storm player. They know indoor soccer history there in Columbia, Missouri.
Yep. Yeah, Detsane, explosive talent. And he is learning and getting a lot of congratulations from his teammates. If he's able to harness that raw talent, explosive talent, boy, he's going to be something in the years to come. Oh my gosh, there's Sousa driving one off the crossbar. Comets are hungry. Now back the other way. Here come the Stars. The game is opening up. Canali runs into Sandovari, who takes it away. And now Sandovari will play it near side for Matt Lewis.
So on this field right now, you have 4 guys who played college in Missouri and 2 guys who grew up in Kansas City working their way through the youth systems. And so what does that tell you about the future of this league?
Sandivari's out front. He shoots. Boy, Comets are getting a lot of good looks here. And Danny Waltman has
Pereira.
No.
Pereira kind of jumped on, and the ball went into the bench.
New goalkeeper in the game. Danny Waltman is out, and Mike Arguello is in. This is only the second game that Arguello has played, and he's only played in 1 minute and 53 seconds so far this season. So now here's Ray Lee with a drive. Arguello guards the near post to keep it out. And Sosa just knocks it into the Comet bench. 9:24 to play in the game. Comets lead 8-2. Kansas City looking to go 8-1 on the season.
And according to the professor,
yes,
assuming this score holds, this will be the first indoor soccer victory in Kansas City, Missouri, not Independence, since April of 2005.
2000. Oh, really? That long?
The last season of the previous
MASL 2.
Yeah. Comets back then. So 17 years without a win in Kansas City, Mo?
How about that? Sousa with a drive off his right foot. Arguello makes the save. Long distribution. Neto comes off his line. Comets now build it out of the back. Yeah, wow. You don't think about that.
That's why the professor's there, to fill in the gaps.
So lucky.
Good save.
Drive by Sandovari, and yeah. Oh, Ellis right on the doorstep.
He's looking at Rich Grady like, help me out here, man. Comets pressing, too.
Yeah, Nah trying to get it out of the last third. It goes right to Leo. And then forward to Ellis, who tried to redirect it in.
And Sandivari's like, oh, I wish I took a touch.
Kevin Ellis has a goal tonight. His 7th on the year. Kevin Ellis has been instant offense for the Comets. He's now in his 4th year with KC. And Kevin wasn't sure if he was going to come back this year, but as far as the Comets went last year in the MASL playoffs, he felt it was his duty. Some unfinished business, and he's helped the Comets out to a great start so far. And so far this team has met just about every challenge. Got a long way to go here in the season.
One of the problems last year was winning on the road. They seem to have addressed that this season.
Comets 5-1 on the road. This is just their 3rd home game of the season. Comets will be at home for their next 2 matches. They'll take on Dallas, and the Comets will welcome in Chihuahua as well.
That would be fun. And you have young guys in the lineup. Andreas Detsane. Do you have any qualms with either of them getting minutes?
No,
not at all.
Absolutely not.
Not at all. And then you look at Marquez in his 2nd year.
Sousa in his 2nd year.
Just building a team that is going to last.
Sosa forward to Palmer. Palmer going down the left side. Palmer being pushed away a little bit. Will now chase it into the right wing corner. And Ramon Palmer Tried to play it to Lewis, but not enough. Pereira through a couple of red jerseys. Stops, now plays it. Here's a shot saved by Neto.
Neto, the timing save there.
DeLuna was the one who fired the shot. Tell you, Neto has also gotten a lot of help from his teammates tonight. We've talked about Neto and how he just keeps getting better and better every year. But tonight, he's had a lot of help. Adam James, I think, 3 or 4 times blocks off the line tonight.
Sosa's been good in the back.
Ellis. Really hard shot off the glass.
And for Tacoma, here's the thing. 8 teams out of 12 make the playoffs. This is a team that is definitely good enough to make the playoffs. This is a team that is definitely good enough to make a run in the playoffs. It's just going to be how they evolve over the next coming months.
Nice snag.
Nice snag by one of the fans. And we have got a timeout on the field. Let's take a timeout. 6:14 left to play in the game. Kansas City 8, Tacoma 2. Live from T-Mobile Center, this is MASL TV.
I'm attorney Mike DePasquale. This is Kansas City. This is my town. I started a personal injury law firm here because I wanted to help people here. And that's what my team and I do every single day. If you're hurt in Kansas City, I've got this.
Are you ready for the sports season? The licensed clinical experts at Select Physical Therapy are. Don't let aches, pains, or an injury keep you from watching your favorite team compete or participating in your favorite activities. Trust our physical therapist to help you feel better, faster, and to get you back to the things you love. With many convenient locations throughout the community, Select is here to help you heal. To schedule an appointment today, go to selectphysicaltherapy.com. Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5 cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
All right, Eric Bergerud, Nick Vassos, and our broadcast crew here live at T-Mobile Center. We have 6:14 left to play in the game, and Kansas City with a 6-goal lead over the Tacoma Stars.
So you asked at the beginning, is this going to be a defensive game? Was I right or was I wrong or in between?
I think you were in between. We still have 6 minutes to go. So
we do. I think the Comets have been playing terrific defensively, for sure. I feel badly for Danny Waltman. I knew he wanted to come back here. I don't know that he had a lot of help on the goals, and some of the goals Comets scored tonight were just terrific.
Here's Canali. 6th attacker is going to come on. 6th attacker is out for Tacoma. And Ismael DeLuna is going to have the 6th attacker jersey on.
Because why not? I totally agree.
Yeah, 5.5 to play in the game.
They scored 3 against the Comets with the 6th attacker on Sunday. They know they can do it.
Yep. Here's Marquez. Marquez, will he take a shot from there? No, he gets it over to Sousa. Sousa rolling it in. Sousa gets knocked down. And no penalty. Rion Marquez still battling, and now he's going to be called for the foul.
Did you see how fast Rich Grady jumped up at the boards when Rion Marquez was coming at him? It's like, no, I'm not doing this.
Extra attacker out there for the Stars. They walk it up across the half line. Here's Adam West. West and Hansen both scoring their first goals of the season. Now Pereira, near side Caceres. Towards the corner to West. Now Ramos. Ramos is the one with the 6th attacker jersey on. Here's Ramos. Now to Caceres off the inboards. Canali tried to head it back on. Also getting in there on the action is Nate Ford, who's making his first appearance in the game. Now West. Gibson bangs it off the boards, and then Neto gathers it up for KC.
Neto's like, yeah, I'm not throwing that all the way down there. There used to be in the old days, before you would see goalies dribbling the ball up the field, that Herculean throw to score, but Neto's like, we're up by 6. Let's not do anything rash here.
Comets can burn some time. Here is Pereira. Aims for the far post. It comes off to Ramos. Now Ramos again. Ding dong off the post again. That's probably the second or third post they have hit in this second half.
It would be a great time for a timeout. Thank you, Neto. He's like, I need a break.
Well, now that we've got a break here, we haven't talked about this, and it was something that was announced this weekend, and that is the Gino DiPolito Award. And I know you've got a great story about this, so let's talk about this, Eric.
So Gino DiPolito, just a legend and a guy who the players respected. He did the old NASL. When the MISL had full-time referees, because there were so many games, he was one of the full-time referees, and so he was of the original generational legend. So here's my story. As I say too often probably, I was an LA Lasers fan, but I was away at college, and I came back for a game during the winter break. And I had missed one of those giveaway nights. And so you remember in the 80s, Nick, when everybody had those foldable car shades you would put on your windshield?
Oh, yeah.
So I missed the LA Lasers car shade night. And so a friend of mine said, hey, I'll bring it to the game you're coming back. I'm like, great, I'll get it. So Gino DiPolito comes running to me, and my seats were behind the goal. And I take this sign and I turn it upside down. And on the back side of the LA Lasers, it read, need help, please call police. He just died laughing. And that was kind of the guy he had. He didn't take himself too seriously. He was just an affable guy. He's been going through some health issues. And there was a great story that Michael Lewis, soccer writer, wrote for the MASL. When he found out his son told him that they were going to name this award after him, he started crying, and his son started crying. This game has meant so much to him, and he's one of the personalities. And I think you've been calling this game for a long time. What makes indoor soccer special, yes, is on the field, but it's the people.
Yeah.
And the people who have given so much of themselves over the generations. That's what makes this sport really special. And to name this award after Gino DiPolito not only means a lot to him, but it says a lot about how this league values refereeing, and it's just a wonderful tribute to a wonderful individual.
Couldn't have said it better. The accounts that have been told about Gino since the award was announced, and that is, everyone may not have agreed with Gino, and maybe a lot would have disagreed with him a lot, but there was always this underlying respect that everyone had for him as a referee.
So, an interesting thing about him in refereeing in general, so one of my takeaways from the referee session I got to is this, and see if this makes sense. If you're refereeing on an outdoor field and something happens and you don't want to deal with a player, you can jog or sprint 50 yards down the field and get away from it. When you're on this turf, whether it's here at T-Mobile, Cable Dom, or anywhere else, there's no getting away from the players. There's also no getting away from the fans. They're all on you. And so you have to manage conflict in a very different way than if you're on a 120-yard field. And he had that personality to do that. I've only refereed indoor once, and that was enough for me. That was enough for me. I mean, sure, the players, the fans are all on top of you, and everybody has their view of how every play should be called, and so it takes a right type of temperament to be a successful referee, and we have two of those individuals with us tonight who have that temperament to call a game, to be under control. And have you seen any major drama tonight?
No. We have two of the finest officials here tonight in Rich Grady and Shane Butler. They've been doing it a long time. They know the game. They know the players.
And they could tell you stories.
Yeah. But I think if you would ask the players, the players would probably say, yeah, we respect both those referees out there.
Don't agree with every call, but they respect them.
100%.
Right?
Well, things are winding down here. Under 3 to play here in the game. Still the 6th attacker out there. Mike Ramos with the ball to Caceres, and now they'll swing it near side for Pereira.
This is good for the Comets, too, because undoubtedly they're going to have to defend against the 6 attacker quite a bit this season.
Here's Ramos once again to Canali. Ball is loose. Oh, great defensive play by Tetsane to keep Adam West from hitting that rebound towards the goal. Comets getting 5 guys back behind the line. Pereira to the corner. West rolled over the top of that one. Neto's got it.
And no move to try to score a goal. He's just trying to get an outlet at this point, and he got one.
Here's Kevin Ellis. He's tripped up and a foul called.
This has been fun, Nick Vassos.
It has been fun. We'll be back at our friendly confines of Cable Dahmer Arena next week when the Comets will host the Dallas Sidekicks. We'll see Dallas come to town for the first time.
Love calling those games. Love calling games at Cable Dahmer Arena, and nothing, no disrespect to Cable Dahmer Arena. It's just been special being back in downtown Kansas City, where indoor soccer in this town, in this city, was something magical. And the Comets are looking to find a formula that works in the 21st century. And really good response this week. Great opportunity to connect not just with Kansas Cityans, but the soccer community across the country. And hopefully we've gained some more Comets fans who will be taking the story about the Kansas City Comets when they fly back home tomorrow.
Coming up on the final minute of the game, Kansas City is going to improve to 8-1. Tacoma is going to fall to 2-4. Coming up after the game, Steve Serrano is going to visit with Leo Gibson, our man of the match. Lucas Sousa from the length of the field, rolling, and in she goes! Lucas Sousa tacks on another one. It's 9-2.
So he tried one earlier in the game that went out of bounds. He wasn't going to miss it this time, and you can see the respect that his teammates have for him. Just a little bit of curve on it. The ball rolls in the goal. Mike Ramos is never going to have a chance at this. 9-2.
That's Lucas' 10th on the season.
That's a lot of goals for a midfielder.
Yeah. And we're not even halfway through the season. Last year's Rookie of the Year, Lucas Sousa. Yeah, that kid right there just keeps getting better and better.
He's a really good player. And I'll tell you what's interesting. I heard Craig Elston on one of the shows recently, and he didn't mention Sousa, but mentioned Neto as a possible MVP candidate. Neto has 8 wins already.
Leads all keepers.
We'll see. It's really early.
Yep. Nacho kicks it long. 30 seconds to play in this one. For Tacoma, they're going to be heading out on the road. They'll be taking on San Diego and Ontario next weekend. Those are both those games will be on the road. Friday in San Diego, Sunday in Ontario. And MASL TV will have both those games live.
Craig and Nate on Friday, and Philly, Jonathan and the Panda on Sunday.
Neto off his line, sliding it away from Canali. Final seconds ticking off here at T-Mobile Center. Pereira tried to place one. That one off the mark. 6 seconds left. And that's going to do it. That's a final from T-Mobile Center. 10 years ago, the Comets got a win against the Wings. A decade later.
They didn't. Wichita won. Wichita won.
They won that game?
Wichita won that game. That's why it's the first time since 2005.
I could have sworn. I've just
Maybe
had a
it felt
brain.
like they won.
It felt like they won. They get the win here tonight, 9-2. Kansas City improves to 8-1. And Tacoma falls to 2-4. We're standing by. We're going to check in with Leo Gibson here in just a second. Leo, 4 goals and an assist, a 5-point night. Comets, again, next home game is going to be on Saturday, January 29th. when they welcome in the Dallas Sidekicks. That'll be a 6 o'clock kick. kccomets.com to get your tickets. And then the following week, actually 2 weeks from there, on Saturday, February 12th, the Comets will welcome in the Chihuahua Savage from Mexico. And again, that'll be on Saturday, February 12th. kccomets.com to get your tickets.
Comets fans, tonight's Mike's got this man of the
All right.
is none other than the legend Leo Gibson.
All right, let's check in with Steve Serrano, who has Leo Gibson.
Tree attorneys.
Congratulations on the win, Coach. And congratulations on that number 200. One more time for Leo Gibson in the house. Come on. You were on fire tonight. What was anything different tonight? Did you eat something different? What happened here tonight?
No, not really. Nothing different. It's just, you know, we have a great group of guys. We prepare, and it made the game look simple for us.
You definitely put a lot of points up on the board tonight. How did it feel out there as a team, really, to be able to connect in front of this great crowd tonight?
It feels great. Excuse me. You know, our fans deserves it. They support us even when things are not going good, so they deserve all the points, all the wins. They deserve for us to play good soccer, and we hope we can deliver every single game.
You definitely gave him good soccer. One more time, Leo Gibson, the big 200 tonight, right here at T-Mobile Center. A big win for the Comets, and a big win for Mr. Leo Gibson tonight. Nate, to you.
All right, that's 3 points for the Comets tonight as they win it and improve their record to 8-1. 3-0 on the home turf here, and what a great night here it's been at T-Mobile Center. It's been fun being downtown again.
Seen a lot of old faces, new faces.
Just saw Kevin Ketters come by.
Just came by, which has been great. A lot of goals here, 9 goals for the Comets. Leo Gibson just keeps rolling along, and you think about potential MVP candidates.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe.
He's in the running.
Maybe.
All right. That's going to do it. Final score, Kansas City 9, Tacoma 2 for Brad Zimmerman and our entire T-Mobile Center broadcast crew, my broadcast partner, Eric Bergrud. This is Nick Vassos. Thanks for watching MASL TV. Kansas City victorious. They're the top dog in the MASL Central. Good night, everybody, from T-Mobile Center.